Hi everyone, New York Times bestselling author Jamie Brumfield, and today is a Get Ready With Me and Book Chat. We're going to talk about my book, Father Made Me Do It, from the Demon Ascension series. So escape into the paranormal with me on that, but we're also going to go ahead and do makeup. I'm going to do some final reviews on products that I actually wanted to do. That's what happens when you go live. I'm going to do some product reviews here real quick and then do final reviews on these products for you as well. I actually am completely no makeup on right now for a reason. I am actually doing foundation. I'm going to do a final review on this foundation. And so I have no makeup on. So please bear with me as we cover up this redness. Now, I want you to see this redness. That's really why I left it the way I did. The glossy Saturday skin that I was going to do a final review on just flew across the room. So I will do a final review on the Dove Intensive Care Cream instead. So that is what I'm going to put on my face first as a basic, just a moisturizer. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the foundation and a few other things, and we're going to go ahead and wrap that up. And while we're doing that, we're going to talk about this book. So Father Made Me Do It. That is the book we're going to talk about. So, and for those of you who have red skin, then if you've seen some of my videos, you can see the redness, and then some of my videos, you can't see the redness. So I thought it'd be really good just to go bare bones today, just so you could see the redness. I'm putting on the Dove Intensive Cream Nourishing moisturizer. Now this is over and above my daily nighttime and morning skincare, which is actually, believe it or not, I use Dr. Dennison. So if you're curious about that, let me know, and I could actually show you what a day and a night with this Dr. Dennison skincare. It's my favorite go-to, and I will link it down in the video description for you below, but it is my go-to for skincare. Always make sure, as we're getting older, we want to make sure we get our neck too. We forget our neck. I know I used to forget my neck all the time. Now, as the moisturizer is setting in, you can see the redness come out even more because I'm working with it. So you can kind of see why you see redness in my skin. Now, as far as this Dove Intensive Cream product, it does what it's supposed to do. I would say about a 4 or 5. Sometimes when my skin is really, really dry, sometimes I'll just throw some on, and it seems to really help a lot. But it is very thick, and you can feel it on your hands. So you definitely want to wash your hands afterwards, of course. It's just a thick cream. It does its job. 4.5. 4. All right. And what I'm putting on here is another product I got in my BoxyCharm box, and it's lip line corrector. Sorry for the light. The lip line corrector from QMS, Medi Cosmetics. It's a lip serum. And so you see me put it on my lips. As I get older, as anybody gets older, your lips thin out. So it's more for mature lips, but you can use it for younger, I would think. I wasn't sold on this in the beginning. I really got to be honest. I was not sold on this in the beginning, but I have been using it for the last month, and I am more sold on it now than I was before. So my first impressions weren't very high about that. Now I can tell my lips kind of get more defined. Of course, I still use lip liner and things like that, but I can feel the definition more. All right, so let's cover up this redness so you don't have to look at it anymore. I hate my redness. And here's the deal. It was a beautiful thing. I got the redness after I had our daughter, who took 7 years to make. So I'm okay with the redness. For whatever reason, my skin just got red, and it is what it is. I am okay with that because I got a beautiful daughter who is my angel. So it's a fair trade-off, but it does drive me nuts sometimes. So this is the foundation. It's the number 7 Stay Perfect. I did a first impression review on this about a week back. So I've been using this for about a week. I just want you to see how quickly it covers that redness without any. And here's the thing about it is it covers that redness without any concealer. Now, when Tina at our local Walgreens did my makeup to test this product out, of course, I told her I wanted something for more mature skin, so it's not so heavy. It doesn't lay in the wrinkles, the fine lines that we have as we get older. I'm 44, so it is what it is. I'm proud 44 though. I think I still look pretty darn good for 44. I'm pretty happy, and a mother of a 3-year-old. So I'm, pretty happy. But I will say that you have to be concerned about, skin aging and all of that. So when I went in, I was like, I really want something that's, going to be good for, mature skin, something I could talk about. Something that really does, cover up the redness, but still is light enough. And it is. I do like this. It's light. It's everyday coverage. I would say, and I haven't done a test on time, but I would say, it covers really well. And I would say that I would probably go for like maybe a 6 to 8 hour coverage for the most part, without any kind of exercise or things like that. I think that exercise and stuff like that, I haven't tested it, but I would think that that would make it a little bit more. I don't try to have makeup on when I'm exercising too often. I worry about my pores. What about you? All right, so I am going to go ahead and push this in. All right. So as you can see, the red is pretty much gone. No cover up, no concealer. I'm sorry, this is cover up, it's foundation. No concealer, but it's a very even color or coverage. You don't have to do a ton of it. It's pretty light on the skin. All around, I've been very happy with number 7 foundation, at least for this last week that I've tried it. What do you think of this foundation? Do you like it? Have you tried it? Do you enjoy it? What do you think? All right, so the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is, because I'm not wearing any cover or concealer on purpose, I wanted to show you this other product I got. It's the Jerome Alexander, and it is supposed to cover up. It's supposed to basically even out everything on your face. So I put on my foundation, and now I'm going to go under my eyes. I'm going to go on my cheeks and my chin, which are red, and that kind of thing. And let's see if it finishes off the look. It gives you a good finish. So the miracle thing about this thing is I do think it works. It's just really more about touching up. It's not something that I have tested out enough to give an actual review on. I've only used it a couple days, but I do think it works, and I do think it does a good job for overall evening out of your skin tone. What do you think? Do you think it did? Let me know in the comment section what you think of that. And I will do an actual full review on this Jerome Alexander in another video. I just wanted to show you that it really did even everything out. And I do like that about this Jerome Alexander product. All right. So now that we got our foundation, our base on, extremely happy with number 7. Actually, pleasantly happy with QMS lip line corrector. And so let's go ahead and put in the base. And our last thing that we're going to review, I love these dual purpose sprays. You spray it on before, you spray it on after. What I just noticed as I was wearing this, and this is the first time I've seen that. I don't know if it's dry because I haven't had much water today or what, but it felt kind of dry. So the finishing spray in Beauty, which I've reviewed on another video, really helps with that. All right, so this is the last thing I'm going to review. Well, these are the last 2 things I'm going to review on this channel. Plus, I want to talk to you about my book. So, while I'm pulling out the Storybook, Cosmetics, Fairy Tales, Little Briar Rose compact to go and show you which look I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do a blue and silver look. Winter's almost over, and I think it would be fun to do a blue and silver look. So I'm going to do a blue and silver look. It will go great with my dress, which will be in a video on Friday. I got it at Kohl's, so I'm going to do a Kohl's try on and haul for you on Friday, and I'm really excited for that because I got some really great stuff at Kohl's. So let's go ahead and put on our highlighter real quick. All right, so this is Ciati highlighter, and I love this stuff. Ciati London. I love this stuff. Highly recommend it. The color that I got is confetti, I think. I think it's confetti. Anyways, really great stuff. It gives you that fresh sun glow without feeling like you've got like a burn. And if you're like me with light skin, you don't go out in the sun very often, and it highlights your structures. So it really works really well. So highly rate this. Most highlighters work really well, but I definitely give it a 4. All right, so let's talk about Father Made Me Do It. Father Made Me Do It is a book I wrote back in, it's Throwback Thursday, right? That's what we do on this video series. Back in 2015, I wrote this book. So it's 5 years ago. Love it. Great news is that we're actually in conversation right now about making this book in the series into a video, which will go to film festivals for the possibility of selling them. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm working on book 2 after I get Rivers Fire published. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use this for my all over color. So the thing about Father Made Me Do It, Father Made Me Do It is the story about Charm Livingston, who is actually the daughter of the devil. She is the daughter of one of the many daughters of the devil. And she really hates her life. She like hates her life. There's just nothing about her life that she's happy about. She just hates her life, and she wants to be human. Unfortunately, she is one of the princes of hell, so she doesn't have a choice. She's got a job to do. She lives in one of the 9 levels of hell. If you've watched Dante's Inferno or know anything about Dante's Inferno, you know what I'm talking about when I talk about the 9 levels or 9 circles of hell. She lives in one of the 9 circles of hell. And she lives there with her friends, and life is going good there. Basically it's the soul factory part. This book is actually, I am using Castle now. My next color is Castle. This book, we actually meet her friends. We meet all kinds of different characters, and basically her support system. And if you'll notice, I'm putting Castle in the middle to kind of lighten up or vibrate out the color on my lids. So she lives there. Her best friend works in the soul factory. Her job, she is a vengeance demon, and she actually has to go up, use the power of psychometry, which if you're familiar with that, that's the power of touching things and being able to see the energy that's related to those things. Only she can literally see what happened. So she uses the power of psychometry to help her with her job. And she basically, when people are so angry that with life and what happened and all that kind of stuff, they call upon her without even knowing they're calling upon her. They call upon her. The energy just gets to her. And she goes and she offers them vengeance in exchange for their soul going to hell. So that's her job. She hates it. She hates her job. She doesn't want to do it. And every time she takes on a new person, she really does want them to say no to the offer. Unfortunately, they always seem to say yes to the offer. But she just begs them in her mind. She's begging, please say no, please say no. But she has no choice. If she doesn't do it, then she gets in trouble from daddy. And so she has to do it whether she wants to or not. And she has to follow through with what she's doing. Well, when this book opens up where she actually goes up to help somebody, and what she's doing is she actually, the lady that she's going to help give vengeance, the person that killed her fiance, was actually a demon, and the demon was fighting an angel, and the angel got wounded. And she saw this as she was using psychometry. She saw that the angel got wounded. So she found the angel to try and get help. And of course, it's a romance. It's a romantic comedy. So of course, there's a lot of funny stuff going on all the way around. But she meets up with this angel. She helps him, even though she knows that daddy's going to hate her for it. She's going to get in trouble, but she helps him. And so that's how the story starts, And so basically this angel is, doesn't trust demons, of course. A demon just tried to kill him. And so he's like, I don't trust you for nothing as far as I can throw you. And she's like, well, you don't have a choice because you ain't getting out of here without my help. And then they happen upon a book, and the book is a way of getting out of hell, out of the underworld. And if they use this book, then they can use this book to escape the underworld, and she can go through all of these different tests that she has to take. And as she's taking all these tests, with each book, she takes a different test. If she passes them, then she can go on to limbo, where her soul can be reborn and she can be human. And so that's kind of the story outline, or the series outline. But the story is, the characters. The characters make the story in this one. I mean, they're just so funny. Like, I always wanted to write a romantic comedy, and this was my first attempt at writing a romantic comedy. And the characters just have you laughing, and they do the silliest things, but then, they redeem themselves. Okay, I'm going to use Prince, this color right here, on the outside. So I've done Castle on the inside. I might have to build that up more. We're going to see how Prince looks on the outside first. And then I did fairies all around color. So let's see how Prince does on the outside. So that's the funny part of Father Made Me Do It. If you'd like me to do a video where I read like a excerpt of Father Made Me Do It, let me know, because I would really love to do that. I do find that Father Made Me Do It is one of my favorite books, even though I haven't really done much as far as marketing it. I haven't really done much as far as getting it out there. When I was contacted about doing one of my books, turning one of my books into a movie, you'll see I'm just putting this on the outside. Just enough color on the outside, the wings, to make them flirty. I didn't do much as far as marketing, but when I was contacted about making one of my books into a movie or a show, it was one of the books I recommended. I said, hey, this is a good one. I said, I just went blank, but it's another book that I wrote. It's a hypnotherapist. That's what it is. Hypnotherapist. A human who does hypnotherapy, who now realizes that the paranormal is her specialty, and she didn't even want it. So I thought that would be a fun one too. They picked Father Made Me Do It. I'm really ecstatic that they picked it. This last month, I've been working on adapting it to screen, which has been so much fun. Like, a lot of authors don't get that opportunity to adapt to screen. So I'm really blessed that I got that opportunity to adapt the book that I wrote into a screen play. And I'm really excited about it. But I'm telling you what, it's like so I had to read it again. 2015, that's 5 years. You're not going to remember everything. And I'm reading this. I'm in the car reading this. My husband is driving us to a weekend getaway, and I'm reading this in the car to keep my, if I don't read something, I fall asleep. So I don't know about you, but I am like, if my mind is not stimulated, I will zonk. I fall asleep, and so I didn't want to fall asleep. So I'm reading this book, and I'm like laughing. I'm like sitting there laughing out loud. I'm like, my husband's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm reading a book I wrote 5 years ago. It's cracking me up. So, I mean, that is pretty good. And I'm reading and I'm like, I wrote that. That's cool. So it makes you feel good when you pick up stuff that you haven't read. I normally don't. Once I've written a book, I walk away from it. I got the marketing and everything situated. I walk away from it and I just read the reviews. I have 30 books. So, I mean, it's hard to just go back and read them unless I'm working on a book in that series and I have to go back and read, right? So for the most part, I just leave them alone after they're published. And I went back and reading, I'm laughing my rear end off. I was having a good old time. All right, so I'm gonna try something that I don't normally do with my eyes, and I'm gonna put some under real quick. And I'm gonna use Castle to put under the eyes on the lash line. Not the water line, but the lash line. I am learning. All right. You guys open your mouth when you're putting eyeliner and stuff on your eyes? I'm telling you what, man. All right, so that looks pretty good, I think. It really pops the eyes. I'm glad I tried it. And last but not least, so that is the end of Storybook. But it won't be the end of using Storybook for me because I love this palette. I'm going to put a little LA Colors Shimmering Loose eyeshadow on the inside of my eyes. They can use a little bit of pick me up. And then we'll just do some eyeliner to finish off the look. Okay, so Storybook, sorry, that's a TV show, Storybook, the Storybook Cosmetics, Fairy Tales, Little Briar, Rose, my final review on this. The pigments are really good. I've never had any major fallout. Now that I'm saying that, I'm thinking I might have gotten some this time. Well, maybe a little here, not much. Not anything to shy or to be too concerned about. So yeah, so never really had much fallout. It stays where you put it. It blends really well. So all in all, it's a really great palette. And I think they did really good putting it in a boxy charm because they got all of us out here talking about it on the channel. All right, so I'm going to put a little eyeliner on. So what's my review on that? I would say, I don't know. What do you think? Let me put some eyeliner on. You can tell me what you think. So all in all, I think that they did a really good job with this palette. I love the color story. I love that you got so many different variations in colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3 by 5. So you got 15 colors, and some are cool tones and some are mauve tones. Let me let you look at the palette one more time. Some are cool tones and some are mauve tones, but all in all, I think they did a really good job. The story, the color story is really great. I was thinking that might have been a little bit too bright there. There we go. So the color story is really great. So I think they did a really good job. It may take me a little bit longer to do my eyeliner, but I don't like pulling my eye. I've heard that that makes wrinkles, so I don't like pulling my eye when I'm doing my eyeliner, so I do it a little bit, I do it the shorthand way, and I think it's well worth it. We're talking about mature skin, which I have. You want to save and reduce the wrinkles as much as possible. All right, so there's the eyeliner, little Falsies Volume Express Waterproof Maybelline Mascara. I've used this forever. I don't think they'll ever come out with one that I would replace it with. It's just really cost effective, and I've used it for years. Not the same bottle, but you know. It is definitely one of my go-tos. All right. So what did you think of the book, Father Made Me Do It? Just talking about it. What did you think of it? I mean, because it was hilarious to me. And do you want me to do a read of a couple chapters on this channel so you can kind of get a taste of or flavor of what it is? And how exciting it is that it might actually be converted over to screen. I'm so excited about that. Like, have you ever sat down and read your favorite book or one that you've written and said, oh, I want these certain people to play your characters or whatever? Maybe I'll do a video about that sometime. All right, so here are the eyes. Finished look. All right, so overall, really happy with this. I will use it till it's gone, I'm sure. But yeah, and then let's put a little lipstick on. Just going with my go-to. And normally I use lip liner, but I'm not using lip liner today. And this color is Charmed, kind of fitting with the whole fairy tales storybook, right? But the color is from Lip Duo LA Colors. All right. Finished look. What do you think? I'm pretty happy with it. I like the blues. I like the way the blues play with the silver. I think it's just really nice, cool winter look, and it's fun. All right, so that is it for me today on this video. I do have a couple more videos that I'm going to do later on today on different topics. Of course, this is just one of the many things we cover on this channel. But if you're new to this channel, please be sure to subscribe and click the bell to get notified when new videos become available. Check out our giveaways. I have 6 giveaways that are still open until the 29th of this month. And then in March, I'll be doing a month-long giveaway. So I'm super excited about that process. But check out our giveaway playlist so you can check that out and check out all the videos on this channel or whatever interests you. Again, I cover so many different topics, but definitely some great stuff there. Head on over to our discussion tab and let me know if there's a specific thing that you'd like to see under a specific topic. I would love to hear about it. And I posted different things over there for comments, looking to hear what you're looking for from content for me, because that's why I make these videos, is for you. So I need to know what you want to see. And so let me know in the discussion tab and I will add it to my list if it's not already there. Okay, so thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, click the bell to get notified when new videos become available. I do believe I already said that, but one more time won't hurt, I guess. And then also, if you like this video, please go down there and give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Also, make a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the book or the look or different products that I talked about. I would love to hear your opinion. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to share the channel. Be sure to share the video if you found it helpful. And you have a fantastic day. I'll see you real soon.